Bears fans come up with the most delusional excuses ever. It's like they didn't watch the games. Okay, get this. In the comments, they get triggered by the truth and they say things like, yeah, we almost swept you guys last year. You got lucky because of a blocked field goal. Okay, let's talk about that. That still counts. It still counts. The blocked field goal was one of the best things last year. It was hilarious. You got blocked by a field goal. Okay, we want to go to excuses. Let's talk about how we sat most of our players, our starters, in the second half because in that last game we were preparing for the playoffs. You know the thing that you didn't get into? That thing that you haven't been to in a lot of years? Yeah, congratulations. You won your 5th game of the season and you missed the playoffs. Yes, you beat us without our starters. Go, Pack, go.
Roll the intro. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe. And before I even go in on this video, shout out to this dude. I think he going by Rev NFL on Twitter. Pretty cool dude. So I don't want y'all going to harass him or nothing like that. But there's a couple of things in this video that made me chuckle. So let's get into them. Firstly, he talked about Bear fans being delusional because we bring up the Packers only winning our first meeting because of the blocked field goal. Well, it's not really delusion if it's the truth, right? Because if we fast forward to meeting 2, when the game was decided by a field goal, which was not blocked, the Packers catch that L, fam. So, 2 things can be true. Number 1, the Bear fans are not delusional when they talk about the blocked field goal preventing them from winning meeting 1. But the other thing that is true, and credit to him, as he brought up, the blocked field goal counts. That is a real thing. It happened. The Packers won that game. That is a statistic that will go down in Packers lore. You get the golf clap because y'all got a lucky blocked field goal. Ironically enough, that blocked field goal contributed to your only win against the division in 2024. I want you to think about that, Rev. Your only win in the division came because of a blocked field goal. So you better celebrate that to the cow come home because you might not get one in 2025. Also, as Caleb Williams and everybody keeps saying, the Bears are 1-0 at Lambeau Field in 2025. But I digress. Number 2, he talked about how the Bears only won the second game because the Packers pulled their starters in the second half. Bro, you don't want to have the conversation with us. You do not want to have the conversation with us. Firstly, the Bears were already winning at the end of the first half anyway. But secondly, you want to talk about what we didn't have? Practically, we didn't have an entire offensive line, my guy. Okay, we didn't even have. We had a CFL offensive line. Okay, so y'all were going up against a CFL offensive line. Not to mention we didn't have Brisker, we didn't have Billings, and probably some other players that we didn't have. So I don't want to hear nothing about who y'all didn't have when y'all were literally going up against a CFL offensive line. Calm down, miss me with that BS completely. But if you think the Bears are about to smash the Packers in 2025, hit that subscribe button for more daily opinionated Bears talk here on the channel. Listen, Rev, listen, Packer fans, listen very closely. Y'all are about to be in a world of hurt. This rivalry has been tilted one side for a couple of decades now, but that tilt is about to go back to the other side. The Bears are about to smash y'all for a while. Let me tell you what's about to happen here. First off, I don't care what you say, we have the better quarterback. Jordan Love, yes, he has more years in the NFL than Caleb. I'll give you that. But is he a better quarterback than Caleb? Nah, fam. Nah. You're going to find out real quick in 2025 just how much better our quarterback is than your quarterback. And as we've learned anything from this rivalry, we know that the team with the better quarterback has usually dominated, aka the Packers. Oh, my God. It hurts me to say. Makes me choke on something. But the Packers have had the better quarterback for 2 decades. But now the Bears have the better quarterback. And you're about to find out firsthand. Number 2, and more importantly, our head coach now, Ben Johnson, owns y'all. Ben Johnson, as the coordinator of the Lions, is 5-1 against the Packers. Only lost to the Packers once. The man puffed out his chest so much that at his introductory press conference, he talked about how he felt good beating Matt LaFleur so many times or twice in the division last year, whatever the case may be. Ben Johnson is feeling himself. We feeling ourselves. Ben Johnson has the history of owning you and your team and your coach. And you think that's going to change because he's the head coach now? No, he's going to continue, fam. It's going to continue. You got to deal with Ben Johnson as a head coach of the Chicago Bears, your most hated rival for the next probably 10, 15, 20 years. Like I said, this rivalry is about to go, it's about to tilt drastically in favor of the Chicago Bears. So I hope y'all ready to deal with that. It's not going to be so much of a rivalry as it's going to be the Bears spanking y'all behind each and every season. But y'all get used to it. Y'all get used to it. It is okay because as we say in Chicago, FGB. As Caleb said at Summerfest, FGB. 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 Bro. Thirdly, y'all about to be the worst team in the division, right? Because y'all gonna be behind the Bears, obviously. Y'all about to be behind Detroit, obviously. And I don't even know if y'all come back with Minnesota and JJ McCarthy. Like I said, Jordan Love is suspect at best. He might be, actually, I won't say might. He could be the worst quarterback in the division. We've seen how Jekyll and Hyde Jordan Love has been in his NFL career. Are you really gonna bet your franchise on the long-term success of Jordan Love? I'm not, but I'm a Bears fan, so maybe I'm biased. That's cool. But again, I don't know if Jordan Love is gonna even be better than JJ McCarthy when it's all said and done. Now, you might get this year because JJ's still filling himself out. He's still filling out the NFL game because technically this will be his rookie year. But you better get your licks in this year because I don't know after this year if you're going to have anything on even JJ McCarthy. So y'all going to be at the bottom of the division for a while. I don't know if y'all going to be able to come back up anytime soon. So Packer fans, enjoy your fun in the basement.